Well, welcome everyone. This is Dianne, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. But here's the thing today it's just you and I. I wanted to take this time to just have a one on one conversation with you. So please do jump in the chat. Please do catch us in the replay. Ask me anything you want. And while you're doing that, and I want to say thank you so much for all the love and support that you give me and my guests every week and for all the shows and everything that we do. So here's what's been going on with me. Recently, I was asked to be part of, it's been a very busy week. And although I have a book, which is here, some people believe I'm a professional writer. But here's the thing. I found out in my past lives, for those who may or may not believe, it's okay, that I was a writer because I didn't have an identity. My mouth was shut. I'm saying this publicly, yes. But I didn't realize until recently when I was asked to write 3 articles, create 3 ads, write two 3,500 words chapter for 2 chapters for 2 books, which I didn't realize there was another book until yesterday. And now today I found out I have to do 2 videos. That's 2. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, where am I going to get this content in my brain? And here's what happened. And my friends who are looking at it and reviewing it and help me edit it, they're like, whoa. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where this is coming from. So I want to say to you, what does that mean? Step out your comfort zone. Step out your comfort zone and do something that you don't typically do because the words start to flow. Last night I had to talk about, how are we moving forward in the next 10 years, in the next decade. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, what am I going to do here? So I sat down, I went and researched something, and I just started to write. I had no intentions of writing yesterday. And for those who are joining us, please, thank you so much and catch us on the replay. And I just want to say, it came from nowhere. I was just flowing. And I could not believe where this was coming from. And for you who are joining me on Facebook there, I can't see your names. If you want to put your name next to it, that would be awesome. Thank you. If you give them permission to share your name. So thank you. But coming back to what I was saying is, it has been a crazy week. We're working on our new website. We're working on the content. We're doing so much. We're doing all these shows and everything, engaging on a lot of platforms on social media. It's a lot. But I want to say to you, what we're doing here is a model for you to reach out and do it. Get your face out there. I cannot urge you enough to do so. Ask questions. When you ask questions and you share as well, that's healing. So for those who know me, ask me a question, any question you want. I'll do my best. Not religion or politics, please. That's not my forte whatsoever. But here's the thing. We don't know what we can do until we attempt it. And then it becomes something that's not new anymore. So you tell me in the chat there, what is something that you're fearful of? And I would challenge you right now. Because what's been happening this week? I wanted to do this because of this. I wanted you to see the real me to a certain degree. You don't have to work with me. There's no obligations on your part. Recently, I had a phenomenal weekend, and later on today, I'm going to do a show with one of my business partners, and who was on that phenomenal weekend, which really I was like, I didn't want to go to the bathroom. I'm not kidding you about this. So it was 3 intensive days with a time difference, of course, and what the information was like gold. And here's the funny thing about that is that we've been doing it when we have our intensive sessions, the same format that was done. And I was like, Alan, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. You can do this. And one of the things I've been saying is that we tend to, as business owners, sometimes we learn the hustle. Now, I know the hustle is a dance. I love the hustle. But in the business, hi, Sue. Thank you. Please, engage. Send me a message. If anybody wants to come on right now with me, let me know. I will send you a link and I will do my best and there as well. But anyway, so talking about the hustle, it's a huge hustle when we talk about business. And like I said, I know it's a dance. But one of the things we do is we we've been taught that we need to always think about the money, the results. I am here to say no, 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 no. Stop that right now. The money will come. Let people get to know you. You have to do the thinking, the planning, and then the results is the money. So, what happened within the past 24 hours? A true story. There's testimonials there. I have been working with many to help them get, first of all, their worth and their mindset to go from whatever they're charging now to where they need to be. So if I could say to you right now, I'm not selling you anything here, but if you want to talk more, please feel free. But here's the logic in this. If you charge per hour, you got to stop that. Is your time worth $20, $30, $40, 50 hours? If you have to make $2,000, do you know how many hours that is? And some of you may agree and some of you may not agree. And that's okay. But what you do is you put the client first. You always put the client first. So for the past 24 hours, I've been showing people how to go from $300 to $5,000 just by raising their price. Because here's the thing. I know these people really well, and I know what they're capable of, and their talents and their gifts. And if you don't come up with this confidence and show it and act it and breathe it and sleep it, they're not going to see it. So how in the world are you going to serve someone? How are you going to? I had 2 conversations, somebody from Norway and one from Pakistan yesterday, 30 minutes. In that 30 minutes, I didn't sell them anything. I wasn't here to sell. I offered everybody's in a chat, and I said, you know what? You want 30 minutes with me? Fine. Absolutely. No worries. And I said it was just a chat. One of them said in a chat within the group, said, no, it wasn't just a chat. It was so much value in 30 minutes. Change and shift their mindset on the spot. That is what I do. I love doing that. Let me know how I can help you. Please, for the love of everything, your family, everything, change your mindset to what you're charging right now to what you're worth. You want to attract? Then attract. I gave them some tips. I gave them some pointers. And they can breathe again and they could sleep. I'm not kidding you. So what are you doing right now for those who are on right now that you're struggling with? Tell me what it is you're doing. I want to hear from you what it is you want us to talk about in all the shows that we're doing. We have the real question, real answers coming up soon. We also have the experiential moment. We have a new show launching called the Yin Yang Show. That's all today. So tell me what you're doing or what you would like me to do, to talk to you about. So on another note, while you're putting in, and thank you all those for joining. Thank you so much. Here's the other thing that we have to do. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not here to convince you on anything. I am just here to share with you what we've been doing, what's been taught. Now, there was one girl, I put a question on there saying, in regards to your worth, or talking about going from the 300 to the $5,000 for this person. And I'm telling you, for the first time, I have a girlfriend and I got permission to talk about this. She's 70 plus years. No kidding you. She inspires me. And she actually went from 300 to, she's going to rebrand herself to a higher number as well. But she said to me, for the first time in her life, she felt happy. She never had a happy childhood. And I told her, celebrate that moment. That's your story. What is your story? I want to hear your story. Tell me your story. Share your story. Your story is where it's going. The magic happens. I kid you not. You really believe I like to be on camera? What? Here's the funny thing. I don't like to be on camera. I'm really shy if people who know me. But when I'm talking about what I like to talk about, that's a whole nother me. Doesn't matter to me if I'm on camera right now because I'm not worried about the camera, and you all have to do the same. So what are you doing right now that you should be doing that if you were doing will take you to where you need to be? Don't try and analyze that. I'm not speaking to you directly. I'm speaking to your inner child. I wrote an article about the inner child in me. Cannot wait. It's in the chapter book. I cannot wait for you to read that. I can't. It's me having a conversation with my inner child. I couldn't figure out how to write this in a book called The Path to Healing, which I'm part of. And I talked about the inner child. So I decided, and I didn't know where this came from. I didn't know where the content came from. And it came in as the inner child. Speak to your inner child. Talk to your inner child. Find out what nourishment your inner child is looking for. What you need to feed it. There's so many things we can talk about. There's so much to do. And I know everybody's busy and busy. And I know everybody wants to encourage you to do other things. And say, this is what we're doing. And I just want to say, step out of your comfort zone. That's the message I wanted to say today. Step out of your comfort zone. Plain and simple. Do something today that's not what you typically do. Get out the comfort zone. It doesn't matter whether you eat something different. Listen, for those people who know me, I don't like, we call it karaili in Trinidad. They call it karila. It's like a bitter melon. I do not eat that. That, except in pepper sauce. That to me is like poison. I can't. But here's what happened. I decided to bite the bullet. And I decided to go and make this bitter melon. I'm going to call it bitter melon because most people know what it is. But I put lots of codfish, which we call salt fish. And it was cured fish. I put lots of saltfish in it. And I put lots of, what was that I put in it? That I couldn't even taste. You have to soak it, drain it, squeeze it, soak it in salt water, and then fry dry until I couldn't taste the taste. And would you believe, and it's very good for your diabetes, by the way, but would you believe I actually did that? My girlfriend was so proud of me. I was proud of me because I got onto my comfort zone. And I can't wait to go back to the store to buy more. Because while I know it's healthy for me, I just never liked the taste. But there's a way to get around that. Okay, thank you. And I'm not sure who is saying that, but somebody said I'm a no-nonsense woman. I am not sure. You have to put your name after because it's not showing me the name. Thank you for that. I reached a point now in my life that I know what I have to do. And I know it is just to speak my truth. It's plain and simple. Speak my truth. Some will listen, some wouldn't. The same thing with you. Some people would listen and some people wouldn't. But what do you have to do to get them to stop for a moment and pay attention to you. Things like this. Now I'm using StreamYard. You can learn StreamYard. I do radio. You can do radio. Hint, if you're going to do radio, say it's a radio show, not a podcast. That's just my thing. Even this is also live streaming, but it's a show. I did traditional TV as well. I've done all of those things. I did traditional radio. It's no different if you're doing it from home, if you do it in a studio. Do something to get out there. Change your thinking. It will change your planning, and it will lead you to the money. Don't put the money first and say you're going to plan and then you're going to think. No, it does not work that way. The problem you got to solve for people is to make them happy and bring joy to their life. That is key. You serve them, that is the golden nugget. So I just want to say to you, I just wanted to drop by, have a conversation with you. Give you 1 or 2 nuggets. You can get the information and do nothing about it. Or you can get the information and implement it. And I'm talking about that story with the girl. Go back for a moment. We're talking about the word. She said she never paid for anything in her life, except she's read books and she's implemented it. And there was a lot of discussion around that. And some people were like, whoa. Eventually, I guess you came a little strong. And people were saying, well, and my thoughts were, didn't you also have to buy the book? Didn't you have to pay for it? It's not thousands of dollars. It might be $20, $30. But did you not have to buy the book? Isn't that a resource? We're all resources. So I want you to just not be closed-minded about things. Be open-minded about things. So on that note, I just want to say thank you so much for the support that you gave us. Thank you so much for all the love that you gave me and our group and our team and our guests. And thank you so much for sharing. And thank you so much for interacting with us. That's why we're here. And I want to thank you so much for really being the person who you are, for being authentic. Be honest, be transparent, have compassion, have forgiveness, have love, have all those things inside of you. And that's for another show. Catch me on YouTube on the Divine Soul Journey. If you want to get some healing, some very powerful healing, go and Google. There's a few shows on there. The Divine Soul Journey. Powerful. If you're having a very rough day, go and listen to those shows. That's a whole other side of me. But what I will say is that, here's the thing. I consider the 4 pillars. You have the mental, the physical, emotional, and the spiritual. It's a balance. And that's how I have the balance. I have the spiritual shows, and in between these shows, we will throw out a few nuggets there. I talk a little bit about, the holistic journey side of it. You have to have it. And I didn't realize this because I didn't grow up like this in this community with this knowledge. I didn't know anything about it. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't know. I grew up with people around me, but I wasn't taught it. I was brought as a Christian. Black and white, as black and white as can be. I'm not here to dismiss that. But what I'm saying to you, this is what you need to think about. So be open-minded, be ready for change, because the next 10 years is not the last 10 years. I'm writing about that right now. So until next time, this is Dianne Ojar saying, catch you on all our shows. And hopefully we can get together, and hopefully we can work together, and we can have conversation and create amazing friendships. So I want to thank you so much for being here. And I want to thank you so much for dropping in and catch us on the replay and share this. If you got a golden nugget from here, please do put it on the chat. And I want to thank you so much again. Until next time, this is Dianne and the Dianne Show. Take care. Bye bye.